Okay, so SohCahToa. Now, SohCahToa, we use this formula only to find the missing angles or sides in a right triangle. It has to be a right triangle. So here we know the triangle is a right triangle by this square. Now first, before we use the formula, we must label all the sides. So remember, the hypotenuse is directly across from the 90-degree angle. So we know that's the 90-degree, which means this is the hypotenuse. The opposite is opposite to the angle that we're working with, and it has to be an angle besides the 90-degree angle. So the only other angle we have is 51 degrees, which means the opposite, as this arrow points, would be right here. And so the adjacent would be simply the third side, right here. Okay, so now since the x is here, we know we have to find the adjacent. Now always remember to keep your calculator in degrees and use cosine or tan, whichever one the example is for. So for here, we're going to use cos. So cos is, so we wrote it down here, cos of x degrees equals adjacent over hypotenuse. We just plugged it in because we know the x degrees is 51 degrees and we just don't know the adjacent. So cosine of 51 degrees equals x over 12. With some basic algebra and cross multiplication, we got the answer. 51 degrees times 12 divided by 1 should give you 7.55 units, which would mean the adjacent right here is 7.55.